Hello! We have one last chapter of Amelia Bedelia to read, and today will be the day we listen to the last chapter. This is chapter 14 called Rome Sweet Home. The drive home was very different. There was no more roaming. There was no more getting lost. They got on the highway and zoomed. The road was smooth, so Amelia Bedelia worked on her journal. It was her longest entry yet. She wrote down everything she was thinking about. Oh, here's a picture of what she's thinking about. Says that's her, and that's the fish they caught, and that's Audrey. And then she has a little math problem she made up. So that's Amelia Bedelia's journal. Audrey and Lake Largemouth and catching the biggest big mouth. After a while, Amelia Bedelia's father looked at her in the rear-view mirror and asked, "How big was your fish?" Amelia Bedelia held up her hands to show him. Then she made it a bit bigger. Amelia Bedelia's mother smiled. "Like father, like daughter," she said. "Sweetie, you look tired. Try 40 winks." That's in her math problem. Amelia Bedelia was tired. She tried blinking her eyes 40 times, but that only made her feel more tired. She got up to 33 winks before she dozed off. When she woke up, her mother was driving past the pop sign for their town. Amelia Bedelia's crayon marks had washed away. That's okay, she thought. The population was right again. Now that they were back, they stopped at the Paw Palace to pick up Finally, who wiggled and wagged and kissed Amelia Bedelia again and again, then headed to their house. They turned into the driveway, and Amelia Bedelia felt the car go bump, bump over the uneven sidewalk. That's when she knew she was home at last. And here is her and her dog, Finally. "Wow," said Amelia Bedelia's father, pointing at the odometer. "Look at that. We drove 502 miles exactly." And here's a picture of the car. Oops. The odometer. "Next time," said Amelia Bedelia, "let's roam for 1,000 miles, like Mom's fortune." "That's the spirit," said her father. "You two can go. Just send me a postcard," said her mother, turning off the car. The daisies that had been in full bloom when they were left were now gone, all but one. Amelia Bedelia's mother picked it. "Welcome home, honey," she said to Amelia Bedelia's dad. "That was fun." "Same time next year?" he asked. "Yay!" yelled Amelia Bedelia. Amelia Bedelia's mother tucked the daisy behind her ear and smiled. Amelia Bedelia raced around the house, making sure everything was there. She ran into her room. Her dolls and her stuffed animals stared back at her. They looked surprised to see her, yet something was different. Something had changed. She glanced at herself in the mirror. Her hair was a little bit longer. She'd grown a teensy bit taller. More freckles had bloomed across her nose to keep the others company. But that wasn't it. When she looked into her own eyes, she realized that she was what had changed. She had taken this trip and would never be the same. The Amelia Bedelia who had left a week ago was not the Amelia Bedelia who had returned. That night, Amelia Bedelia took her journal out of her backpack. Thumbing through it, she could recall their whole vacation. The boring and fun and frustrating and fantastic parts. It was all there waiting for her. She taped in the picture of Audrey and her and their fish. And here's Amelia Bedelia looking in the mirror at herself. Then she remembered her father's fortune, the one from the Chinese restaurant. Now she had the perfect spot for it. She taped it to the top of the page. Amelia Bedelia read the fortune out loud. Follow your dreams. Then she wrote her shortest entry of all. Amelia Bedelia turned out her light and went to sleep to work on her own dreams. And in her diary she wrote, Thanks, Mom and Dad, and then she put her fortune, and it says, Follow your dreams. And then that's Amelia Bedelia. She's sleeping, and she's sleeping with her dog. I think she was tired from that long road trip. So now you're going to do your last journal entry, and you're going to remember to use your cups and capitalize your sentences and put periods and spaces, and you're going to write 3 sentences about the last chapter of Amelia Bedelia. I hope you enjoyed that book. I sure did. See you soon. Bye.